about football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They find some open field here. And now off to the races. Down. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Winds up and lets it go for... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 79 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
And the Dolphin first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backwards.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. And over
is Parker. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive in making plays.
On first down, Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Is good.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. From from the gun, a run with Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
The 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Deebo Samuel, incomplete. He was covered by Noah Igbenogany.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down, Dolphins.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That is caught at the 7. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 6-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and...
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. This is Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
The kickoff for Miami.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Dolphin first down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Parker. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Dolphins.
They'll run with Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. That's out to the left and complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good.
And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
29-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
1st down and a little extra for Mostert.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 1st down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10, and all the way down to the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run with Mostert.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Niners 24, Dolphins 13.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And the Dolphin first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jukes by at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Dolphins 21. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
24-yard line.
Now Mostert. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
the score, Niners 31, Dolphins 21.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by a Akello Witherspoon. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
It's a gain of...
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Dolphins.
First down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Niners, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.